Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about which weapon is best for you and which one you should power surge. Before I start, I want to remind you to subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And according to YouTube statistics, a large portion of my viewers are not subscribed. So if you like the video, you can hit the subscribe button down below. In this video I'll be talking about 3 segments. First, damage types, second, weapons and what they do, and 3, which one you should power surge. Now before I start talking about weapons and their ups and downs, I want to tell you about the damage system in Dauntless and how it works. In Dauntless there are 4 different damage types: basic damage, which is white; stagger damage, which is blue; part damage yellow; and wound damage red. Basic damage is damage dealt directly to behemoth health, while other damage types do not damage the health pool. Base damage is still being dealt on top of other damage types. Part damage. Part damage is the damage dealt to unbroken parts. Once the part is broken, you can get the broken part as loot. Stagger damage. Stagger damage is dealt to the stagger stun or knock down behemoth. Wound damage. Wound damage basically improves other weapons parts or stagger damage to whichever part you wound. Now let's talk about weapons. Currently there are 7 weapons in Dauntless with different playing styles. There is sword, axe, chain blades, hammer, strikers, warpack, and repeaters. First, there is sword. Sword is one of the best weapons for beginners and it's easy to master. It has good combination of speed and damage. It does average damage and isn't slow, but don't let it fool you. If you master this weapon, it's one of the deadliest weapons in Dauntless. It does basic and part damage, but with the right souls you can also get wound damage. Sword has special meter, and when you feel it, it can activate your desired special ability. Doing combos with a sword gives you valor points, which are used to do 4 special attacks like putting down mine or slashing behemoths from afar. Axe is the best damage dealing weapon in Dauntless. With this slow but deadly weapon you will hit like a tank. You can destroy behemoth parts very easily, but with big damage comes slow attacks and timing your attacks. X deals basic part and do with right cells to wound damage. X also has meter, and when you feel it, you do your special attack. X also has determination, which is below your meter bar. When you hit your charge attacks, you will fill your meter to get up to 75% damage. Chain blades. Chain blades are the most evasive weapon and the fastest. It does the least damage, but it is deadly for speed and survivability. With chain blades you can dodge further, and you can dash into behemoths or from behemoths with this power, which you get from dealing damage. Once in the air, you can perform 2 moves. You can swag with the behemoth or perform an attack that hits the behemoth with both blades. Chain blades do basic part and with right cells wound damage. Hammer. Hammer is basically X, but for staggering behemoths or knocking them out. It's slow, but with devastating power the hammer holds, you can knock out any behemoth in an instant. Also, it's great for behemoths who have armor, such like Skarn. With hammer you can also fire close missiles or jump into behemoth with a rocket jump and slam them. Hammer does basic stagger and part damage. Strikers. Strikers are hammer's younger brothers. They are fast with big damage and many abilities to their disposal. You have to do combos to do those 8 special attacks. Strikers do basic stagger and part damage. Warpack. Currently Warpack is the least used weapon and not many people like it, but it's the only piercing weapon and it does big wound damage. You can also fire missiles that can interrupt behemoth. Warpack does basic part and wound damage. And for last, repeaters. Repeaters are currently only distance weapons in Dauntless. With repeaters you can equip different barrels, heals, prisms that give you different attributes. Repeaters do basic and part damage. Now you know basics of these weapons, you can now choose which one you want to main and power surge. If you like fast gameplay and to be fast, you should pick either sword, chain blades or strikers. If you like doing a lot of damage but don't mind slowing down a bit, you should pick hammer or axe. If you like to play from afar, you should choose repeaters, and if you are new, you should pick strikers or sword. Power surging. Let's talk about it. What are the best weapons to power surge? I would recommend leveling up in power surging with swords or axes, especially if you play a lot of hunting routes. So yeah, this has been my overview of weapons and which weapons are the best to power surge and their attributes and basic weapon knowledge. So if you liked the video, please drop a like and subscribe, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.